Wow. What a nail breaker, right? The Philadelphia Eagles defeat the New England Patriots 25-20 in a nail biter. And it didn't have to be though, right? You know? Didn't have to be that way, right? But that's the way that this game ended. Week 1, okay? Guess we should be happy that the Philadelphia Eagles came away with a victory, okay? But we could have easily lost that game, all right? I mean, this is one of those games where you come out with now I know, okay, you got all kind of weather conditions in this game, okay? You got teams that, you know, the starters don't even play anymore in the preseason, right? So you know, no matter how many practices you have against another team, I mean, these are scripted scrimmages, right? Where things are just perfect, right? Where the conditions are just perfect. The down and distance is exactly what you wanted. You can get your personnel in there exactly how you want it. Anything that you want to work on is perfect. But that's not a game. That's not a real life game like situation, okay? Where players are hurt, where you can't put a player in, when you can't, when you call a player personnel grouping and one of the players isn't paying attention and they're not out on the field and you got to call timeout, or you're playing a play or a group of package of plays against a team that's running a certain type of defense, but all of a sudden you looking out there and they're not playing that kind of defense because this is not practice. Nobody's saying, "Hey, coach, I'm gonna run 5 plays. Give me a cover 3 look." This is not what that is. Which is why you need to play in the preseason, because you need to see coaches are playing all kind of different defenses and all kind of offenses because they want to see what kind of players they have on both offense and defense. All right, so they're willing to call some different type of things. They're willing to try some different things. When you just out there in the preseason or in these scrimmages in these practices, practicing, it's practice. All right, and so we saw a lot of rust today. I thought Jalen Hurts. Okay, let me see. Jalen Hurts today was 22 or 33 for 170 yards passing and a touchdown. Okay, was sacked 3 times today. I thought Jalen Hurts didn't see the ball well today. Didn't see the field well today. Numerous amount of times he missed Dallas Goedert. A couple times he missed A.J. Brown. A couple times he missed Devontae Smith when he could have hit him. Okay, a couple times he was just not taking what was there. All right, a couple decisions, a couple times to hand it off. I mean, I guess each and every game you can question a couple decisions, and the only reason why we're questioning it now was because we won the game, but we damn well could have lost the game. Okay, and how about this bonehead play? You know, I thought the play calling was bad the entire game. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right there. All right, I didn't love the play calling. All right, I don't care if it was from the offensive coordinator, if it was from the defensive coordinator, or if it was from the head coach. Okay, and what about a decision? All right, 4th and 2, damn near at the 50-yard line. Okay, 4th and 2, you're up 5 points against a team that in the second half or ever since the second quarter has been moving the ball against you. It just scored a touchdown against you. The guy for the Steelers, my man had 6 catches for 64 yards and 2 nasty touchdowns on some nasty route running concepts that he put on big play Darius Slay. Supposedly. Okay? Now, Slay, you my man, $100,000, all right? And you did get yourself a pick 6 today, okay? But you gave up 2 of them. So it kind of take away that pick 6. But Coach Sirianni decides that he wants to go for a 4th and 2. Okay, and it's not like we called a QB draw. It's not like we called a running back draw, or running back dive, or hell, even a running back screen. We call a slant play. All right, they on it. They on it tight. They knock the ball away. They get the ball back. They driving down the field. Okay, and thank God. All right, thank God. Thank the football gods that man did not catch the ball in bounds, and that his foot was out of bounds, and that Josh Jobe. Because Josh Jobe had to come in the game because James Bradbury had injured himself at this point in time in the game. Thank God that Josh Jobe was close enough to the man where he could finish the play and push him out of bounds before he was able to drag that back foot, because that, ladies and gentlemen, would have been a first down with about 24 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter with the Patriots down 5 at the Eagles' 18-yard line or closer. All right? Yeah, they still would have had to score a touchdown, but let's be honest here, man. If you was watching the game out there, do you think that the Eagles was going to stop the Patriots from scoring a touchdown right there? All right. Get into a couple things about the game, couple things that I noticed, okay, a couple observations. I was wondering how this running back situation was going to work out. We always wondering how the running back situation was going to work out. We got 4 running backs here. We got Boston Scott, Kenny Gainwell, we got Rashard Penny, and we got DeAndre Swift. Unfortunately, the only real back we saw in the game today was Kenneth Gainwell. All right, yeah, Boston Scott got a catch or 2, maybe, possibly. I got to double check the stats over here. Okay, DeAndre Swift got 1 pass reception for 0 yards. All right, no carries, no other passes. All right, for a guy that you traded for. I mean, in the first game of the season, you want to just put some things out there on film, and the Eagles did not do that. All right, at one point in time in the game, it was just too much handing the ball off to Kenny Gainwell. Let me see someone who can do something with the ball in their hand that's got a little explosiveness. All right, now I'm not going to knock head coach Nick Sirianni and what they were doing here, but I mean, cut me a break. All right, Kenneth Gainwell left, Kenneth Gainwell right, Kenneth Gainwell straight for the dive, Kenneth Gainwell on the pass. Like, Kenneth Gainwell all of a sudden is our bell cow back? Is that what we're saying here? All right, because I was under the impression that we were having a rotation at running back, and that's not what I saw. I was under the impression that we were going to be able to be multiple with how we deployed our running backs, okay? Even motion them out the backfield and having them being out there in the wide receiver position and running routes, okay? And I didn't see that. All right, I saw a lot of different formations from New England, and credit to Bill O'Brien for doing that, okay? I saw Ezekiel Elliott and Ramondre Stevenson in the game together. I saw them do a couple different actions off of that. And I even saw Zeke split out and then wind up catching a pass. I saw a couple different wrinkles that I was thinking we were going to see from Brian Johnson and Nick Sirianni on the Eagles side of the ball on offense. And unfortunately, disappointed as I was, we did not see that, okay? Kenneth Gainwell ended the game with 14 carries for 54 yards. All right, Jalen Hurts had 9 carries for 37 yards. All right, and I just, I want to give these guys some time here, okay? Like, let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean, all right? All right, this is the first game of the season for the Eagles team as a collective, all right? This is the time for all of us to be able to go back and watch the film, not only coaches but players alike, all right? Because I think there's a lot of plays out there that if Jalen goes back and watches the film, he can see, oh, you know what? I was a little too anxious on this play, okay? Instead of looking for the shot deep, I should wait and see if I got the clear across first. Maybe that should be my read 1 to 2 instead of 1 to 2 high. Maybe I should go 1 to 2 low. Okay, all right. Those are different things that maybe you just don't see because you're in these scrimmages or you're in these practices and you're setting up the defense exactly how you want to see it. All right, so things are tailor-made to you and your offense and what you want to see. And so today it was nice because New England is going to give you all kind of defensive looks. All right, if there's any one team that's going to play more defensive looks and switch up the rules and the principles of how they play defense, is New England. All right, if there's any one team, any one coach that knows how to do something like that, okay, it would be Bill Belichick. All right, so you got to keep in mind, we got to take this with a grain of salt on the performance of the offense. Okay, however, the only real shine I saw from the offense was in 2 spurts. Okay, and that was in the beginning of the game when we were getting turnovers. Okay, off of Mac Jones and the Patriots. Okay, from some fumbles and an interception that Darius Slay wound up returning. Then Jalen Hurts off the fumble wound up getting that pass to Devontae Smith for the touchdown. And then other than that was in the fourth quarter where when we needed to pick up a couple first downs and we was able to start getting the ball to A.J. Brown, which I think is something that is always there. It's just whether or not we want to try to get the ball to A.J. Brown short, medium, or high. I think that teams are going to play 2 safety looks. They know we got A.J. Brown. They know we got Devontae Smith. They know we're not scared to take some shots, all right? So I think it's really important for Jalen Hurts to really showcase his accuracy and how much better he's gotten in the offseason. And, at first in the beginning of the game, I thought that we were moving the ball well. We were throwing it to the backs. We were throwing it to the wide receivers. We was getting the ball to the slot a little bit. We was moving the ball around, and then we just kind of got stagnant. I think the offense got boring, and it just kind of got real predictable. All right, I think for a little while there, 16-0, it's raining. knowing head coach Nick Sirianni, he's just like, he was happy just to, keep playing the game the way it was instead of keeping his foot down. And it's early in the season, and, so, there's a whole bunch of different things that go into his mind. Maybe he was just trying to secure a victory and make sure that his team got off to a great start instead of coming out to a loss. Because he tried to take a chance. Man, maybe he played a little close to the vest and got a little conservative, all right? But I didn't love the game plan today, all right? Didn't love the game plan from Sean Desai, and it's clear that we need some linebacker help, all right? I would like for us to be able to mix up the coverage. We need to play more zone. Way too much man coverage today, which is why we wasn't able to get home for the defensive line. The defensive line had good pressure on the quarterback all day. There was a lot of QB hurries, a lot of times where the defensive line was just right about there, okay? But the coverage just wasn't holding up, and I saw a lot of man coverage today. And if you got a pass rush as ferocious as ours, it might suit you well to play some zone. I mean, I hate to bring the man's name up, Jonathan Gannon, okay? But the Arizona Cardinals played damn good football today, all right, for what they're able to do. All right. If you got a pass rush like the Eagles have, you got to sit back there in the zone, have your eyes on the quarterbacks to be ready for when the quarterback's ready to throw the ball, and you can be in the passing lanes because the quarterback. Mac Jones was getting the ball out in less than 3 seconds, under 2.5 seconds today. 22 passes, under 2.5 seconds. Okay. You got your man. You got your back turned to the quarterback. While you playing your man, it's easy for the quarterback to throw the ball, complete or incomplete. He's not worried about an interception. You can't even see it coming. All right? So, I want to say good win for the Philadelphia Eagles. All right? On the road in Foxborough, Tom Brady celebration there, him retiring. You the Super Bowl champ. Everybody want a shot at you. It's raining. Bad conditions, all right, and the Eagles still was able to go out there and find a way to get it done, all right. We don't like it, we don't love it. It wasn't as clean and pristine as we might have liked for it to be, but you know what? It's a dub, and you got to take the dubs the way that they come. Last year in Detroit was no cakewalk. Different kind of game than it was. Different kind of team. This year we're supposed to know who we are, all right. This year, we're supposed to have an identity of who this Philadelphia Eagles team is and will be throughout this year, okay? So, we're just going to be happy that we got the win, all right? Just going to be happy we got the win. We're going to look for some improvement. We got a quick bounce turnaround game against the Minnesota Vikings, who are coming off a tough loss today to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20-17, okay? So we know they got a lot coming in. We know about prime time and all the different things that they talk about with the quarterback and everything, and they're going to want to take a good shot of us. They just had a tough loss, all right? They're getting ready to take fight, go up against the NFC champions, and it's going to be a battle, all right? We will still dissect this game, all right? We'll go ahead and we'll take a listen to what head coach Nick Sirianni had to say. We'll listen to some of the players. Jalen Hurts. We'll probably hear from A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Fletcher Cox. Nakobe Dean did suffer an injury. Not quite sure how severe that injury is. It was an injury to his foot. I hope he is on his way to recovery and he won't be out. Won't even miss a game. If not, just maybe only one game. Hopefully it's something that he can get back on, because I do think that Nakobe Dean, although he didn't make all the plays I wanted him, I saw him around the ball. I saw him commanding the defense, and I saw him getting to the ball. All right, but not too bad from what I saw from Nick Ellis today. All right, he came in the pinch and tried to play, but I just wasn't overall happy with the linebackers. All right, I think we need some help at the linebacker spot there. Okay, we're gonna wait and see. I don't want to make judgments too soon. This is the first game. It's the first game. All right, first game. We gotta adjust. We gotta see what's going on. Players gotta get comfortable in their roles. All right, and the bullets is firing now. Okay. All right, everything is real now. All right, no more practices. Okay, no more scrimmages. No more. Hey, coach, could you give me 5 looks like this? No, this is real. All right, this is real. Teams have had a whole season to study you, to want to beat you, to want to be you. All right, Jalen, AJ, I thought the offensive line struggled today, to be honest. I did. New England Patriots is a dominant team, okay? They was one of the best teams in sacks last year. I mean, they got a great defense over there, all right? But I thought that I don't want to say that we wasn't ready to play, but I thought we got punched in the mouth a little bit, all right? I thought that we kind of relaxed after we was up 16-0, and I think New England was like, no, this is not how this game is going to go, and they fought back, and they punched us in the mouth, all right? So, hey, the Eagles, gut check time, all right? We got the win. We got the victory, okay? Didn't love exactly how things went down today, okay? All right, but it's a win. A win is a win, man. It's your boy TK, the official. I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great Eagles day.